The pain of love. Amira sat by the window, staring at the rain that tapped softly against the glass. Her hands, still trembling, held a crumpled letter she had found just hours before. The letter was from Ethan, the man she had loved for 2 years. It had been a relationship built on whispered promises and laughter shared under moonlit skies. But now, that love had been reduced to ink on paper, words that cut deeper than any knife. Amira, I can't do this anymore. I've fallen out of love, the letter began. I think you deserve someone who can give you all that you need, and I can't be that person. Amira had read those lines over and over, each time hoping the words would change, hoping the letter would somehow offer an explanation that made sense. But each time, the pain only deepened. How had things gone so wrong? One moment, she had been planning their future together, dreams of a house by the sea, children running through the garden, their love growing with each passing year. And the next, he was gone, emotionally and physically. The pain in her chest was unbearable. She had given him her heart, her trust, and yet he had walked away without a second thought. How was it possible for someone to love so deeply, only to have that love disappear like smoke in the wind? Amira wanted answers, but there were none. He had already made his decision. The reality of it all hit her like a wave crashing against the shore, relentless, consuming, and impossible to escape. Her mind raced through their memories. Their first date, when Ethan had been so nervous, fumbling over his words, but still managing to make her laugh. Their late-night talks, when the world seemed to fade away and it was just the two of them. The way he had looked at her, as if she were the most important person in the room. Where had that love gone? Amira tried to recall the signs, the little things that might have hinted at his change of heart. Had there been moments when he had seemed distant, when his smiles didn't quite reach his eyes? Perhaps. But she had always brushed them off, convinced that the love they shared was invincible. She had been wrong. The pain she felt now wasn't just the loss of Ethan, but the loss of herself. She had been so wrapped up in their relationship, in their future together, that she had forgotten who she was without him. Her identity had become intertwined with his, and now that he was gone, she felt lost, adrift in a sea of confusion and heartache. For days, Amira wallowed in her grief. She didn't want to face the world, didn't want to hear the well-meaning words of friends who told her that time would heal all wounds. She knew they were right, but that didn't make the pain any less real. Love had left her, and with it, a part of herself. But eventually, the days grew shorter, and the rain began to clear. Amira started to realize that, though love had caused her pain, it had also taught her strength. She had loved deeply, and though it hurt, she had survived. She wasn't the same person she had been before Ethan, but perhaps that wasn't such a bad thing. In time, she would learn to love herself again, to rebuild from the ashes of what was once her world. And so, though the pain of love lingered in her heart, it no longer defined her. She was learning, slowly but surely, that healing was possible, even from the deepest of wounds.